Today I'm going to show you how we can set up presets on our WLED device. So let's start with our WLED interface. First of all, you need to open your WLED device control panel, web control panel on your in your browser. To do that, you need to go to the IP address of the your WLED device. Okay, how to do that? First, you need to go to your WLED native app and find your IP address here. If you don't know how to set up this WLED native app, please go to previous our video where I describe in detail how you can do that. So once you know your IP address, you can open it in your browser like shown here and open the web control panel. So if you don't want to set up don't want to enter and remember your IP address every time, you just go to config panel, click on Wi-Fi setup, and here you can set up your address right here. So for example, we have here such address including the dot and local, and now you can open the browser new window browser and enter this IP address. Let's wait a bit. Okay, and we now see our web panel open via this new IP address that we just set up in config page here. When you change this MDNS so-called address, you just need to save and connect and wait some time for your WLED device to be reconnected. Okay, so let's go to the next step. So currently we are here in our control panel, and here you can see the 4 tabs. First tab is for changing palettes that can be adjusted and selected for this effect, for the current effect. For example, if you can click solid, you can just change your color here. So you just switch color, and that's it. If you change another other effect, for example, okay, fill noise. So here you can see now palettes, and changing this palette, you can just you can have your current animation, change it, the colors of current animations. Okay, you can fine-tune these palettes, but currently we are going to set up the presets. Presets is a state of all settings that you have and just adjusted for your current animation. For example, fill noise with let's have some maybe a different animation to have more controls here. For example, you have a lot of adjustments, a lot of bars that you can adjust the current effect to. So you just adjust effect speed, for example, the position of this animation, and other settings. For example, these legs for octopus. Next, you can, for example, you change the color palette here. Okay, you change brightness for your effect, and so on. It's the main settings. So if you want all these settings that we just adjusted for these current effects, and to be saved as like a set, to be played next time very easily, after reboot of your device, you just save this current state of this effect into presets. So what you need to do for that? First of all, you select your effect, you perform all these adjustments, and after that you click here to plus preset. After that you need to make sure that this check mark is checked to save all these states of all these settings. You can include the brightness of the effect. If you, for example, would like to have some animation to be played like at night, so you just click change brightness to the low position. So you can include brightness for this. Here, checkbox for save segments bounds. We don't. Okay, let's. We can describe. I can describe these segments, so you can just have some understandings. If you have already built a device, you just don't change these parameters of LEDs here, so you just don't touch it. If you have some project that you build by yourself, you can adjust these segments to have, for example, you have a device and you want to split your screen into two different independent screens. You can create two segments here. So it's segment 0. You can add a new segment. For example, first segment have 40 LEDs in width and 8 LEDs in height. If you want to split this LED screen into two screens, two independent screens, you can, for example, if we have the first LED starts at 0 position and we need to have 20 pixels, so we set here 19. The next segment will start from 20 to 40. Okay, here we have two similar screens. We click save here, and as you can see, now we have two different screens in our LED screen. So we can assign the first, for example, we can check first segment. For example, we create like solid state, just for our current example. We create like red color for it. Next, we change the segment number 2. Here we can enable, let's it be some animation, for example like breeze. Okay, and now you hear that we split to our device to two different segments. Also, you can set up two segments to be the same, for example. So currently we have two segments displaying the same animation, or to display the same, for example, the same. Okay, as we switched to already saved preset, this currently saved preset have only one segment. That's why when we switch to preset, and your preset has already saved settings for your colors palettes, for your effect and effect settings, and it also has saved segment options. It's when you need to split your device, your screen, into two or more segments. Here I just showed you that we can how we can save presets including segments. If you don't use segments, if you don't want to split your screens into segments, you just don't touch this tab. You don't touch these settings that specifies how your all LEDs in screen separated two segments, but you can adjust the other things that can be useful for you. For example, let's take the animation music animation CEQ. SEQ. Okay. GEQ. Okay. GEQ. Okay. Here you can see that we have such animation. When the segment tab can be useful for you. For example, currently we have one segment here that shows and displays our animations in such a way. If you want to change the display mode of your current animation to some different forms, you can use segment. You don't touch these LEDs preferences. You just adjust and change these checkbox states. For example, if you click mirror, we have this animation mirrored by X scale. For example, in our LED screen, the X scale is the longest side. So when we click mirror, it mirrors our LED screen, split it in two parts and display the same effect starting from the middle. If you click mirror by the next in the next row, it will be mirrored by its shortest side. So we have currently our LED screen split here in the middle. It's useful and looks cool for some animation. So I urge you to try all these settings. At least you can change mirror and you can also click reverse. Reverse means, as it states, it just displays the animation in the mirrored in reversed position. For example, if our animation starts from bottom and goes to up, this reverse will change animation to be displayed from the up to bottom. It's also useful things, and we create some interesting animation using this reverse option. So actually, the segment tab describes how the effect, your current effect, will be displayed, will be placed on your LED device or your LED screen. So first of all, we see here the setup of your LEDs that displayed on this segment. We have currently only one segment on our LED screen, and that means that all pixels that we have or all LEDs that we have on our LED screen or LEDs will be used for this screen. So if we want to split our LED screen into, for example, two independent screens, we create two segments. And for these two segments, we set up how many pixels and at which positions we will use for first segment, and what pixels and their positions will be used for second segments. In such a way, we create we explain to our software, to our firmware, how we want to be our pixels, our LEDs aligned to this screen. If you have a screen, most probably you don't need to, and you won't use this separation to two segments, so you just don't touch, you won't touch these options for these LEDs. But the more interesting things that we can use and that you will use for your animations to be displayed in a more beautiful, probably way, to have new, totally new visualizations, you will use other options in the segment tab. When you set up your segment options, for example, you click, you have transpose mode and other options, and all these settings that you see on this your tab, on this your control panel, is color options, it's palettes that you already set up for your current animation, for example Cinnalon, and your adjustments of sliders like effect, speed, trail, and etc. All these current settings, all this current state, you can save to presets to be able to easily enable the current state of your effect to be displayed next time when you reboot your device, or if you create a playlist. You can have all this state, and including the brightness of the effect, all this you can save into presets. So it's very useful things to have it saved into preset, the current state. You just click plus sign and button preset. You can set name for your preset, for example Cinnalon, let's call it 1, or add more descriptive title. It depends on you. make sure that this checkbox is marked. That means that all this state is that all these settings that we apply to this animation will be saved into your presets. If you want the current brightness to be also saved into this preset, you click include brightness. But if you want to switch between different animations and to have all of them displayed into the same brightness, and to be able to edit brightness for all animations, to all presets, you just don't include the brightness. Also, you need to have this checkbox saved, save segment bounds, if you applied all these settings and you want them to be saved. After that, you click on save button, and also if you want this preset to be displayed on startup of your on the boot, after boot of your device, when you turned it on, you just click checkbox apply at boot. So you just click save, and we see that this animation scene alone number 1, you can see it here. So for example, if you just go to some animation, but you want to return to your preset that you saved earlier, you can click on scene alone, and you see this animation on your LED screen. You see also icon here. That means that this applied will be boot at the start.